Computer right now. And I am recording right now. Okay, so let's do this right now. You guys can see this. So first of all, welcome. Good to have you guys all here. And what we're going to do right now, this is the second to last project that we're going to be working with. One thing I was going to mention is that we have already we've already gone through that's not the right one. Let's knock this one out, and we'll leave this like this right now. And if it's well, you guys can't really see your keyboards. They really should have backlit keyboards in there. That's the beauty. Anyway, we'll go like that. You guys will be like, okay, here's the thing. There are right now 5 classes left. Okay, 5. So tonight we're going to work on this. This is the custom garage, and this is going to be due by the beginning of next week. We'll probably finish it tonight. And so we're going to do that. So let me show you what the project looks like. This is a set of construction documents. And this is what we're going to make right here. And so I have the sheets right here, and we are going to put this together. And it's going to be a pretty straightforward thing as we work on this right now. And what we're going to do here is we're going to work on Revit. So the first thing you want to do is start Revit. Now, if Revit doesn't start, then what you want to do is you have to start AutoCAD first. You remember that deal because of the license issue. You start AutoCAD first, and then you start Revit. By the way, when you guys went to the lab, did you have the issue in the lab too?
Yeah, I just did it anyway, so I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. So let's get Revit up and running. Now we'll watch in the back here, make sure you guys have it running, and then we will jump into the lesson here tonight. So you'll probably have to go into AutoCAD first and then go into the then open up Revit. All right. Okay, close the click the X right on that one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, the license issue. So close out of there. And close out of there again. And then close out of that too. And now you have to start AutoCAD. So you have to start AutoCAD first. I already did. Okay. All right, close AutoCAD. Go into AutoCAD and close it.
Try it though again. Good.
So okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works. Looks like that's coming up. Got it running? Okay, good. Okay, so here's what we're going to do right now. You have a set of construction documents in front of you. What we're going to do right now is we are going to build this. Now, the townhouse that you did was essentially a good start and a template for working on this right now. Then what we're going to do in this particular case is we're going to go ahead and start and build this out as we see it right here. It's a pretty straightforward project. So let's jump in. So the first thing you're going to want to do is this. You're going to go over here and you're going to go to bright space. So you'd go to, if you click this down here, which is your, what do they call that, edge? You click on edge down here at the bottom. And you go to the Monroe Community College here. If I can. Come on.
Okay. All right. Looks like I'm frozen here. Let's try this again. I'll close all windows. All right, we do this. All right. Great. All right.
You want us to download the template?
Yeah, that's what I want you to do. It's just ridiculous right now. I think this is frozen in place right now, and I don't know why. So I don't know how I can fix that. So well, I guess we'll try Chrome. Ridiculous. All right. All right. It's all good. So who's been here the longest today? Anyone been here since noon? Have you? All right. Okay. Working on this thing?
I had my gen ed classes today and then afterwards.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now what I'm going to do here is, okay, this is what you want to do. Go out to Brightspace. Now, when you go out to Brightspace, what we're going to do here is we're going to download the template. So to go out here, we're going out to the CAD for Construction. And we're going to go down here to down here. This is actually the custom garage plans right here. Let's go to that. And then what we're going to do is under custom garage, right up here, you got this custom garage template, master 2021. So we're going to click this arrow here. We're going to download it. So let's download it. Don't double click on it, please, because it's just going to create problems and it's going to make more time. And I don't feel like doing it tonight. So just do what I say. All right. Now, we're going to do this now. So we're going to go down here to Revit. And this is what it looks like. So what we're going to do right now is we just downloaded the template. So what you're going to do is you're going to go, this is what your screen looks like right now. You're going to go over here and click on new. So click on new, and this will pop up. And it's going to ask you right now, it's asking for a template file. So you're going to go over here and you're going to, let me do this real quickly here. This is probably going to help right here. Does this red arrow help? This red highlighter? Help? Okay. Let's go to browse. We're going to browse out here for the template, and the template's going to be out here. So easiest way to find it is to go to my computer and then go to just desktop. If you go to desktop, we can then go to downloads, and you're going to find custom garage plan that we just downloaded. So find the custom garage plan, master 2021, and click on open. And when you do that, it's going to look like this. And then click on OK. And once you've done that, it's going to open up and it's going to look like this. So once you have it looking like this, give me the thumbs up if you're seeing that. Thumbs up there, thumbs up. Got it? Got it, Colin? Okay. So now this is what we're going to start with. Now I have prepared, and let me go into a little bit of Revit teaching right now. For this particular one right now, I made a custom wall type. And this custom wall type has actually cedar shake shingles on the outside. And so what that's going to be, it's going to give us a nice sided appearance right there, like a wood sided type of house. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to begin to put that in. Now let's first of all, as we get into this, let's turn in our turn here to this page, to the first page, which is level 1. And that's our floor plan we're going to draw right now. So let's take a look at this. And what we're going to do is take a look at it. Now take a look at the dimension over on the far left. What is the vertical dimension on the far left? It's 24 feet, right? And then the length of it, the width is actually 30 feet. So it's a 24 foot by 30 foot rectangle. Now, here's the other thing. You're going to notice if you take a really close look at it, that you could actually see the siding around the outside. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do this. Now, first of all, you should notice this right now. Look at my red highlighter down here, and I've got it down here at this bottom left corner. Now, when I go to this bottom left corner, you're going to notice that there is a little like checkerboard type thing. Does it say detail level fine? Do you guys all have that? Okay, that's good. So now what we're going to do is we are going to begin drawing this structure. So to do this, we're going to go over here. Okay, over here, you're going to go here to wall. So go up here to wall and click. Now, when you click on wall, you're going to see right here that there is a default wall. Can you guys all see the wall over here? I've got my cursor on top of it. It says basic wall, garage wall. Can you guys all see that? That a yes? Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw this structure. So watch this. Bring your cursor right down here. You're going to click right here, and you're going to go straight up. So you're going to go straight up in this direction, and the distance up is going to be 24. So type in 24 and press enter. Then we're going to go over here to the right, and that's going to be 30. And then we're going to go down in this direction, and it's going to be 24. And then we're going to bring it back in this direction, and we're going to click right to there, and we're going to stop right there. When you're done drawing that, the 4 walls, you're going to go over here and click on modify up here. Click on the modify arrow, and that ends the command. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go up to this little 3D house up here. We're going to choose default 3D view, and we're going to have it looking like this here. So that's what we have right there. How are we doing so far? Okay, now you should be seeing the outside has siding and the inside is actually wood frame. And if you're behind, you're just gonna have to use this recording, okay? So right now I can't go over every step two times. So we're just gonna go through this right now. Okay, so this is what you got right now. So that is how we go ahead and start it. Now, but do you have this much so far? Okay. Now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put in, so let's go back to level 1. So to do that, you go right here and you click on level 1. And this is what it looks like. So far, so good. Should be good so far. Okay, so now we're going to do, now, by the way, does everyone have theirs fitting properly inside of the 4 rectangles? The four elevation markers, which look like a square with a triangle. Everyone have it inside there? In other words, it's not overlapping any of them. You guys good for that? All right. All right, good. That's good. Now what we're going to do is taking a look on our plan right here. Look on level 1. And you're going to see that over here that there is actually a, let me do this real quickly. There is right here a door. Now take a look at this door right here. What is the number that's associated with this door? Number 1. That means we're going to go turn in our packet right here. This is our construction documents. Go to page A6. Go to page A6. Now, when you go to page A6, this is our door schedule. Again, this is all really simple, but this is what you would do if there were 600 doors in this project. You'd do it the same way, okay? So we're taking a look at this. Now, for door number 1, can you guys see that it says it's a door double glass, and then it says it's 60 by 80 inches, okay? So this is 60 inches by 80 inches wide. So that's what needs to go here. That's what needs to go here. Now over here, it's 4 feet away from this edge right here. So we're going to put this in. We're going to find this door double glass, 60 by 80 inches. We're going to place it. So to do this, we're going to go to level 1. So we go to here. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in right to here. And what I want to do is I'm going to do this right now. Now you see right now, I've got these thick lines going on right now. What I'm going to do right now, just to make things a little bit easier, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to click on this tool up here. This is the thin lines tool. Now, when you click on the thin lines tool, look at how thin these lines got on this. So just look at it right now. Bold, thin, bold, thin. So we'll leave them thin. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the door. So to bring in the door, we're going to go over here to door. And we're going to go and there's this door double glass 60 by 80. Can you guys see that as the default door right now? All right. So you're just going to take it. And you'll notice as you're dragging your cursor, you get the the universal not allowed symbol because you're not on a wall. As soon as you put it on a wall, boom, it shows up. Can you guys all see the preview of the door there? That making sense there? Okay, let's click and we'll drop it in there. And then we're going to end that command by clicking up here, this arrow. This is the modify arrow. We click that, and now that's in position. So you guys should all have that door in place. Do you guys have that so far? So far, so good? David, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to do here is we want to place this door in the correct location. So let me show you how you do this. Now, first of all, your ribbon up here should be a light gray color, okay? If it's not light gray, you have to click on this modify arrow. If you're in the middle of a command, it's going to be this light green. You want to click on modify, so it goes back to here. This is neutral. That means you're not in a command. Now, click on this door. When you click on this door, what we want to do is we want to position this door so that it is actually 4 feet away from the corner. Now, let me explain something here. This is something that very often people tend to you expect the dimensions all to be done automatically, and that's not real life. You have to figure this out. So over here, let me ask you a question here. The dimension that you have, the 4-foot dimension, does it go to the outside of the wall or the inside of the wall?
Inside.
What's that?
Inside.
Well, this right here?
Blueprint.
Yeah, blueprint.
Blueprint? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Now the blueprint, yeah, this goes from the inside, that's correct. But on the blueprint, it's going to the outside. So what we want to do is we want to use this temporary dimension, which is blue. Now to do that, that means we grab this little blue item right here. We just grab that and we pull it over till it touches this wall here. You can also click on it. If you click on it, it'll go to the midpoint and then to the other side. So just position that so it's over there. This is an important lesson. Your temporary dimensions are the primary way that we control Revit. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to click here. I'm just going to click right on it. And it moves it to the outside. Can you guys see that it just popped out to the outside now? Do you got that, David? Did that work for you? Okay. Now, the distance that I want to put in is right here. I'm going to click right on this. I'm going to type in 4 for 4 feet and press enter. Now I do that. It goes ahead and puts it over like that. So that's in place right now. That is perfectly in place. Now, once it's in place, we click on the modify arrow to get out of there. So far, so good. Now, before we go any further, we're going to save this. We're going to save it to our desktop for right now. So we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Save As, and we're going to go to Project. File, Save As, Project. Does anybody only can save it as a template? Because you double-clicked on it, okay? I didn't want to go through this. All right, go ahead and go to File, Save As, Project if you can. If not, save it as a template. We'll fix it later. And we're going to go here, and we're going to save it to the desktop. So
I did regular save it, Control plus S.
it's not going to let you save it as a template. I mean, it's not going to let you save it as a project. So whatever you have to do. All right, you all know how to save a file. Let's save the file now. I don't want to have to go through a mouse click by mouse click step for everything we're doing here. You should be able to do this. So this is called Custom Garage, and I also don't want to condescend you guys. You're college students. You guys can do this. Custom Garage plan, and I'm going to go to put your name in there. So you're going to save this to your desktop. If you do have difficulty with that, let me know, but you should be able to save it. We're ultimately going to save this to your S drive. Well, let's get this saved right now. All right. And Zach, if yours is only saving as a template, don't worry about that because we'll just save it later. So it's not a big deal. Okay. We all set here? So far, so good. Okay. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have said you. It's okay. But I just want to make sure I don't want to spend more time on every step if we don't have to. Okay. You got that saved, David? You got that saved, Colin? Nicole, you got that saved? Okay, good. Now we're going to put in the next door here. So take a look back on page A1. Page A1 is the first floor. And let's take a look at the door that we have over there on the far right. I'm going to bring it up here so you guys can see it. So I go over here. This is the other door that I want here. This is the door. It's actually door number 2. Now, door number 2 is actually a half glass door that's 36 by 80. So I want to put this one in, and it's got to be 4 feet away from this wall. So I'm going to put this one in. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to door, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to choose door exterior. It's right here. Door exterior, single entry, half glass, wood clad, which is what I want. I'll click it here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it. I'm going to go ahead and drop it just like this. So I'm going to take it and drop it like this. And then once that's in place, I click the modify arrow. I do the same thing for this. This one has to be 3 feet away from the side. So I click on this, and I have to do the same thing I did before. I have to move my dimension, and then I'm going to make it 3 feet, just like that. And then that's going to be in pretty much perfect location right there like that. So those 2 doors are now perfectly in place. At least they should be. It's 4 feet. Yep, I should have done that. You're right. So make that 4 feet. Thank you. Okay, so that's 4 feet. So it looks like this. You guys all got that so far? We'll fix that in a minute. Yeah, we'll get that. Okay, we'll get that. Okay, 4 feet, 3 feet. The right door should be the right door. Yeah, okay. And then this one right here is 60 by 80. That should be good. Okay, it says 13 foot 10. Yeah, mine does too. I wonder why it does that. Let's see here. Let's make sure 4 feet. Let's go right to the edge here. Okay, 4 feet. Huh. Let me see something here. Okay, so that should be 30 feet right there. Okay, well, we'll put this together here, and we should be able to figure this out here. Okay. Okay. Oh, you know what? This needs to actually touch, I think, let's see here. Okay, 13 foot 10. I think that needs to go. Let me drop this down. Let me make that coarse, see if that helps a little bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if we're doing this right now, what we're going to do right now is let's change this right now. Down here, change your detail level right now. Let's go ahead and make it coarse. Just for this particular situation here. Now, what we're going to do is, I think we're good to go here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure these are in the correct position. So click on this door here, and it should be 4 feet right from there to there. Should be, and that is, so that should be good. And then this one over here should also be 4 feet from the corner. And that one is, I think it might have to go over to here though. Let me see. That might have to touch here. Yeah. And so in that case, we'll do that, but we'll figure that out. So 4. We might have to jockey these around a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. Now, to put a string of dimensions down, let me show you how to do this. This is actually kind of interesting here. To put a string of dimensions down, we're going to go up here. See where my cursor is right here? This is the align dimension tool. So let's go up here and click on this align dimension tool. Now, when we do, we're able to go ahead and we can actually place either individual reference dimensions, or I'm going to click this drop down here and we'll use entire walls. You see this right here? I click here, I choose entire walls. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and go to the options, and I'm going to choose openings and widths. You guys all see that okay? Yep. Openings, then widths. Okay, now watch this. This is kind of cool. I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to click on this right here. I'm going to pull this up and drop that just down like that. And it gives me a whole string of dimensions to, and then just just click anywhere in white space to drop them down there. And we are good to go with that. So once you've done that, click on the modify arrow, and you can see that right now I I got to change these dimensions down a little bit, make sure that we are, okay, this one should actually be connected to this right here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to, now here, please notice what I'm doing right here. I have to take this witness line here. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to make it touch the edge of this door like that. And then that makes that 4 feet. Okay. And then I grab this. This is the witness line here. I grab this and I touch this part of the door here. That makes that 3 feet. And then the dimensions are resolved. They're all in good shape. So as you're working with Revit, you're going to find that you need to go ahead and click and drag these items from place to place to get them to work. So we actually have that right there. Okay, now we're okay, Nicole. Got the dimensions all good for you guys?
I had it, but I only had the one center, I deleted it.
Yeah, mine are off a little bit.
Okay, all right. So then what we're gonna want to do is if they're off a little bit, we're gonna want to adjust our temporary dimensions to make sure they're in place right there. So let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see what you got here. All right, so first of all, click on your modify arrow to release it. Okay, so okay, these are good. These are okay. That's off a little bit. Here, this is the problem here. So first of all, let's zoom in. Okay, let's click on. Okay, click on this door first of all. Okay, and first of all, click on that little blue thing there. Over there, good. Now change this to before. Perfect. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, you're good. Perfect. You got it. All right, save your work. Okay, how are we doing here? It's not bad. Okay, change this right here. Click right on the door. And change, click, okay, right here, you see that? That needs to go to the other wall. Now change that to 4. Good, and now this right here. That's good there. And this, you need to okay, click on, okay, you got to hit your escape key. Okay, click on this dimension right here. Click on it. Okay. All right, hit your escape key. Okay, let's just measure this wall. So measure the wall, make sure, okay, go to the measuring tool and measure the wall from the far left over the far right, to make sure it's the correct size. Okay, that's the problem is it's the wrong size. Okay, so to fix it, here, pop up a second here. It's gonna be easier for me just to do it myself. All right. So this is, yeah, that's wrong. So what we got here is somehow this turned out to be, that's the wrong size. You have a little bit extra. That's okay, we can fix it, do that. The temporary dimensions aren't working. I mean, makes no sense. Oh, your door blocks now, that's why. That'll do it. All right. Okay. Here. Okay, all better. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay, here's what you want to do. Is okay, you want to click on this.
Okay, yeah, just drag it so it touches the edge of the door. Touches the door. Right there, perfect. And do the same thing with this, and you do it like that, so it's right on the edge of this little, right inside the door there. And then, okay, now this, you're going to click right on here. Click right and make that, okay, that is the move. This is a move right here to the edge of the door. Yeah, that was the floor. And it's all better.
Oh,
It's all good.
Thank
But-
you.
Okay, good. So, yeah, so a lot of this, as you're working with it, there's a lot of, minutia, okay, as you're working with this. Okay, so we got that. So save your work. We got one wall down. Save that. So that's good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the front. Now, just to give you guys an idea as far as what this looks like, go to your 3D view here, and you'll see that, hey, you've already got some pretty impressive results right now. Okay, so you got that going on. So that's looking good. Let's go back to level 1. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put in over here, we're going to put in the garage doors here. Okay, so to do this, we're going to go over here to door. And the door that we want is this one right here. It's actually down here. It's 108 by 84. That's a 9-inch wide door. So let's find this one. This is door garage embossed panel, 108 by 84. And let's click this right here. We're going to bring it right over here. And we're going to bring it right, and let's just go ahead and place it somewhere right around like this. Don't worry about, just go ahead and place it like that. Now, once you've placed it, let me point something out here. What this is measuring to is actually a little bit off. So can you guys see my screen right now? Okay, what you're going to notice here is there are two sets of tracks here. Here's this track here. That's a top track. That's the outside track. And this is the inside track. You guys know how when you have a rolling garage door, you actually have a track and it rolls up inside and it and so forth. So that's what this is depicting right now. And so what's happening is you take a look at this. This is the door. The inside of the track is here, and the inside of the track is here. Now, taking a look over at taking a look at this one right now, you're going to notice that it gives me the dimensions here. Look at how the dimensions are. See how it says 2 feet? It says it's 2 feet from the outside wall to the inside track. Can you guys see that? Outside wall to the inside track. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, David? Yeah. All right. So you're going from the outside here to the inside track. So we're going back to level 1. So that's our job. Now, this is not hard to do. We can do it. So click right on this, and I'll show you how to make this work really easily. Zoom into this. I've got this little bugger over here. Now, yours might say 1 foot. It might say something different. First of all, click on this one to force it to the outside. That's the first thing. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to take and drag this one till it's on the inside here, just like that. That's the dimension we need. Outside to the inside track. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay, so you've got that going on. So now what we're going to do right here is going to change this to, what's it say on the plan there?
2 feet.
It says 2 feet, so type in 2. Thank you, David. So we got 2 feet right there. So now at that point, that's in position right there. So what we did there was we put in one of these garage doors. Now, I'm going to show you a trick that makes that. Does everyone have that? Does that work for everybody? Okay. Okay, did you have that, Colin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, first of all, okay, we got to put the door in first.
yeah.
108. You want the 108. So you got it, and then you drop that. Okay, make sure that the track is there. So it's got it, and then drop it. Good.
Okay, I didn't know.
And if you have. Okay, now zoom in. Okay, now click on the door. Now that's what you want. First of all, click. No, don't do that yet. Yeah, you have to change this. So first of all, you gotta release that. So hit your escape key to undo that, what you're doing right there. So click on it again. Click on that little circle. Little circle has to go up there, and then this you have to drag this to the inside. Inside. That's the outside.
Zoom in a little bit, zoom in. You gotta drag it to the inside right here. Yeah, you can't click on it. You have to click, okay, there we go. Zoom into it and then click on that and you're going to drag that little circle. Okay, okay, just settle down, click on this. That's your temporary dimension. Click on that, you're going to drag it right onto that inside. Zoom in. Okay, that's not right. Okay, click on it again. When you click on it, you make it go away. So just click on that. You have to click on the circle, exactly. And then you click on that, touch it there. I know this is picky. That's the name of the game though. Yeah.
Sure, question. Do I get to the 3D view?
Go to 3D view, you go right up here to this little house. Monopoly house right there. What's that?
Is good.
Click on it, let's find out. Let's see, pan down a little bit. Panning, yeah, you hold the wheel down and pull it down here. Okay, let's zoom in. Okay, now first of all, let's do this. Click on this. This thins your lines up. Okay, let's take zoom out again. Click on it. 2 feet there. That's correct. You're good. Perfect. You nailed it. Is that okay, Colin? You got it?
I'm having a problem with measurements actually. Like if I go ahead and click on the door and stuff, it's saying it's got 2 feet. And then like the measurement they're saying 1'11" instead of 11 inches. That's like 2 feet also.
Yeah, and that's,
but 10.
I wish you guys could see this better. Yeah, because you just have to position those things so it's measuring it correctly. That's really the whole name of the game. That's really all I'm trying to emphasize right now. Okay, so yes, it's going to be that way. So what you're going to do then, let me show you how to do it. All right, so
I figured it out. It was just the same thing you're saying. Just get to the
well, that's
inside.
exactly what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
And so then you zoom down,
Then that one.
yeah, and then exactly. So it's going to be inside. That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Yep, you got it. Okay, now that we've got that, once that's in proper position. Now, and this, by the way, this is the pickiest thing. Once this is done, the rest goes like a piece of cake. But the reason I included this is because learning to use your temporary dimensions, and that means zooming in and just being really anal retentive about this is the name of the game. This is where you lose money or you make money. You have to learn to look at this stuff. How do I know this? Because I've lost money and I've made money. I've had other people who've done stuff and just gone over the top of it quickly. I come in and I find this stuff. So right there, just zooming in really close to the microscope is what you have to do. The goal is to get this to look exactly like our sheet of paper here. So now once I've done this, let's just prove the concept here. So I got this door right here. Please look at how this is right now. I've got it zoomed into my screen. The outside is being touched by this dimension and the inside's going to this track. That's the proper placement. Now, once that's in there, I can then take this, I can just go ahead and do the exact same thing underneath, or I can mirror it. Let me show you how to mirror it. This is kind of cool here. Watch this. Click on this door, click right on it. And once you click on the door, we're going to use this command right here. This is called mirror draw axis, and it's going to give me a little movie here. It shows you how you can mirror this. You click on an element, you choose, and you draw a mirror line like that, and then it creates a mirror image across. That's what we're going to do here. So we're going to click on this one right here, and the mirror line is going to be right here. We're going to click right here and pull it straight across like this. And we're going to click. And then when you do that, you pretty much are right where you want to be. Now, go ahead and place that as best you can. And then we'll put some dimensions on it. And so the dimensions, we're going to do what we did before. We're going to go to the dimension tool here, and we're going to click on the wall, and we'll pull it down here, and it should be pretty close. And if it's not, we just have to adjust the dimensions. Okay. And that's something that you had to do, Colin, and I got to do too. So you just got to take them. And you take the dimensions and you simply place them where they need to go. And these are going to the inside. And when you do this, it resolves that issue. So we're going here, and they're going there to there. And then we're going over here. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one. And that goes like that. And then this last one is going to go here to here. Inside to inside. Okay, so when you're all done, the dimensions should look like this. 2 feet, 9 feet, 2 feet, 9 feet, 2 feet is what it should look like. So go ahead and start to work on that. Spend a couple of minutes with it. See if you can adjust it. If you can't, wave me down. I'll come and help you out. But save your work once you get that there. Does anyone have that in place yet? Anyone have those yet? You got it, Colin? Good, nicely done. All right. All right. Did you guys work on that? Yeah, Andrew got in a car accident. So he's okay, but he got in a car accident. Has anyone hit a deer this year, by the way? What's that now? This year? Seriously? How long ago? Really? Ouch. Hmm. Yeah, they are, when you hit a deer, it's amazing how much damage they do. Also, it's amazing how it'll total a car out. Did your airbags go off? Yeah. Yeah.
And they're designed to crush.
Yeah. When your airbags go off, it just pretty much blows all your interior out too. So yeah, it's kind of like it doesn't go back in. Also, it doesn't also kind of like put out some kind of a dust or a powder or something? No? Okay, just airbag. Okay. No.
All of them folded. I have one in the steering wheel, one on the legs, the curtain,
Okay.
all of them were folded.
No. But you didn't get hurt. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, we're being in Newark, I can see why. Yes, sir, what we got here? How we doing? Okay, we can fix it. All right, how about for a second, we do a bit of examination here, and see what we got. All right. So what we got here is 1'10". Okay, here's your 2'2". I think that's where it is right there. That's inside there too. Okay, that's inside it. Okay, so then we have to make sure that this is actually the right length. So we'll click on this. And let's find out if it is.
Drag it over here.
Okay, so that's 24, so that's what we got.
Inside. It won't go up. No, you have to hit that. It won't go up.
Okay. This needs to move up.
You do the middle one.
There we go.
The middle, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. It's just the door side of the road. Yeah, you guys got it. Perfect. Well done. Keep it going. And we're going to keep it going here. Okay, so now, so what we just did there is we got that wall resolved. Now, if you're working with us now, we are doing, well, how are we doing there? Okay, grab this one here. And drag that one.
I see.
Yeah, you can do it that way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then do that one at the top. Yeah, this is a bugger. This one, once you learn how to do this, it kind of unlocks the secrets of temporary of these dimensions. Yeah, there, good. And see how else I think you got it. You got a winner. Yeah, maybe I'll grab that one. That was gonna be too. Yes, yes.
Having the wrong local.
I was having nightmares about having to do that today. I'm gonna have to show each of these guys, everyone is a Olympic. Because I just got done today. I'm gonna just go ahead and walk and see me. I've been teaching all day and I had 6 students in this class. 4 students were just doing great. They're architects, interior designers. And then I had 2 people that are really old and they were incapable of really kind of like doing very much. And so I had to explain every mouse click. I had to explain several times every mouse click. I had to kind of like take over their machine and take their mouse and do something like, no, it's this one here. No, it's this one here all day long. So I'm sorry if I'm frazzled. Don't need to be, but that's what I was doing all day. Now that what we just did there, that's the worst of it right there. Now, and I am serious about this, that when you're working with Revit, that little exercise that we just had right there, learning to zoom in really closely and dragging those witness lines into position, that is a skill set that you will use if you're going to do Revit. If you're ever going to use Revit, you're going to find that as long as you're able to kind of manipulate those temporary dimensions, you are able to do anything. That's why I put that in there. You deliberately made it kind of a pain in the butt. So anyway, now you got that. Now you understand how they've all kind of work together. Now that we've done that, we're going to put the window on the bottom. The window on the bottom. It is window number 1. And that window is actually, when I take a look at it, it's a slider with trim 60 by 36. So we're going to put that in. It's going to go right down here. Slider with trim 60 by 36. So let's go over here. We're going to go to architecture and go to window. And we'll choose the slider with trim 60 by 36. And I'm going to go ahead and touch it here. And it's trying to find the wrong thing, but that's okay. We can go ahead and do this. You see, it's actually, my temporary dimensions are not giving me the outside to outside. So that's okay. I'll just go ahead and drop it right there. So once I drop it there, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate my temporary dimensions because I have to do that and I know how to do it. And this one's going to come into here. So you just have to kind of take these and manipulate those around. And then this is supposed to be 12'6" over here. Like that. Now, if I did this right, and I think I did, I should be able to put a string of dimensions on there and it'll look like the book. So I'll go ahead and touch this and pull it down. And we're off by a hair. Okay, so why is that? Okay, that's why, because it's not going where it should go. And there it is right there. So once you've got that in place, you should be able to place that right at 5 feet. So that is what we're going to do right there. So go ahead and try to get that in there and then use your temporary dimension, just pulling them around and just adjusting them until it's in the proper position. And then take a look at it in 3D. And it should look about like that. And it starts to take shape. Okay, we've already done the hardest part right now. Yeah.
So for this one?
Yep.
It's gonna be inside, right?
I actually put on the outside. That was
This one
the
is
outside. Yep.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
And then that goes to the outside of the wall. And we'll drag out there, perfect, and then make that 12'6". Beauty. And then hit your escape key. And then click up here. Let's go to your dimension tool. And click right on that wall. And then pull it right down and click. And that's okay because we can fix it. Hit your escape key. We'll fix it right here. Click right on this dimension here. Hit your escape key, which you're so much. All right, and then click on this.
Okay, click on this little middle one and go to the same side of this one. So I click the outside little black line. Okay, missed it by a hair, zoom in. And I go to the outside, the outside.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the outside, yeah. One more time. You gotta touch it, just take it and drag it right on top of the line, so it knows what to do, then pull it up and touch the line, there, now let it go. Yeah, got a winner, okay. All right, now, at this point, that is how you place these things, okay, so we're good to go there, let's save that, and so that is essentially how we put that in, so that looks good, everybody. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, save that, we got the basic information there. So if you take a look, if you hold your shift key down and you just kind of hold all the wheel down, you can kind of see how that looks. It's looking pretty impressive, okay? So that's a great little Revit model there. So now we're going to do is we're going to do the next thing. By the way, just a reminder, if you need to know how to swivel it, you hold down the shift key and you hold on the wheel and you can rotate that around. Okay, let's go back to level 1. We're going to put in the floor. So back to level 1, we're going to put in the floor. Now, before we do that, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put one dimension on this wall, make sure I got this right. And I do, that's 24 feet, so we're good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put in a floor. Now to put in the floor, we've talked about this before, we've done it a few times. So we're going to go over here to where it says floor. And we're going to use the floor generic 12 inches right here. And what we're going to do here is you're going to notice, though, as you go into this, we can pick the walls. Now, as you pick the walls, what this is going to do, it's going to let us pick the inside walls, which is what we're going to do here. So take your cursor here and touch the inside of this wall. Click it there, and you'll see a purple line on the inside. That's what you want. You're going to do it here on the inside, here on the inside. And we're going to get this wall too on the inside. So click on that one. So once you've got that, it's going to look like this. Once you've picked those 4 walls, click the green check mark, and it's going to go ahead and it's going to do that. Let's take a look at it in 3D and see how that came out. Okay, and that didn't, okay, yeah, that, my bad. Let's do that again. Let's go back to level 1, and we're going to undo that. So let's just use the undo, which is right up here. We're going to undo that floor, so just undo it. And till it just goes away. Okay, we have to go to the outside. I made a mistake there. I was thinking about something else. I'm getting frazzled, sorry. But we have to go to the outside walls. So we'll try that again. We'll go to floor. And now this time we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to the outside. The outside all the way around. And we'll go there. Outside. Then click the green check mark. And then we'll take a look at it in 3D, and it should look like this. And what's happening now is you're going to see that the actual floor is actually perfectly aligned with the outside wall of the garage. Does that work okay for you? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Did that work okay there, David? Getting there? Okay, Colin, okay. All right, Zach, that working okay for you?
Yeah, you know, it's gonna work great. I just
Okay.
can't run all my tabs.
Okay. What was that now?
It's gonna work just great. I just need to get my tabs to not be grayed out.
Oh.
Got that blue bar. What's the blue bar? Again, color bar.
Oh, let's see. Okay, that means you're somewhere. You're at like,
Yep.
so go over here to the 3D.
Oh, yep.
Yes, yeah, click the red X.
Yeah, right. I hold it.
What is this gonna be? I'm gonna-
Let's sketch it. It thinks you're sketching right now, so just, so that's go back to level 1, and now we're gonna do it again, so 4. And use, yeah, so we're gonna pick the outside.
Oh,
Yep.
click the, see the, there. That's the right one. Yep.
Perfect. Hit the green check mark.
Yeah.
Okay, look at it in 3D.
No.
Good. See us come together?
Sure is. Yep.
Yeah, all right.
That's the card, sure, yeah. That's everything. Yep. And then you can click on that.
All squared away there? Hey, look, great, you got it. Garage, all right, very good. Now, let me look at something here. You're good, you're good. I thought I saw something coming in. Okay, so looking good so far. So now we're gonna do, now that we've done that, we are now going to save it. And now we're going to continue to build onto this right now. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to put on the second floor. Now to put the second floor on, turn to page, we're done with that, except for one thing. There's one thing in here I'm going to show you just because it's kind of cool. Okay. I put this in here just so that you guys could kind of get a feel for this. You see this right here? Anyone know what that is right there? What that symbol is? Right, this right here? You never see that before? No, it's electrical outlet. If you've never seen that, that's what it is. It's actually it's a single duplex, and we're going to put that in right now. So this is something that's it's standard symbology. We're going to put that in right now. So go to level 1. And we're going to put that in right now. So to put that in, take a look at the A1 sheet. And on the A1 sheet, you're going to notice that I've actually got a couple of, actually on the top wall, I've got 2 outlets. There's 2 on the left side, 2 on the bottom, and there's 1 at the upper right corner. So let me show you what we're going to do here. To put that in, look at this. This is actually kind of cool here. I'm going to show you something that you don't typically get in Revit classes. We're going to go to Systems. And then over here, we're going to go to Device. I'm going to click this drop down for Device. And we're going to go to Electrical Fixture. Okay. Now, the item that we want is located over here, and it's actually called a single outlet duplex. Single. So go to Single, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take and I'm going to place it right here. And you're going to notice it puts a little mark right there. That's what those look like. And we just place them in position right here. It has to go on the wall, and then we'll just go ahead and go around like I'm doing here. We'll jump the last one right here. That's just a little extra touch. I kind of wanted to show you guys. Is that working okay for you guys? Going against the wall? Okay. So what happens is when you design out like in this particular case, it's a garage, you can actually plan out your duplexes too, which is what we have right there. So what we just did there is we put some outlets on the wall. So you could always put power in if you got to do some, shop vacuum or whatever. And, that's the kind of thing you have there. Okay. That working okay there, David?
Yeah.
Got that? Okay. Let's save this, and we're going to do the next thing now. Save this right here. Now we're going to go to, now that we have that, we have completed pretty much we've completed level 1. What we did not do, I did not have you put in tags. So we'll put in the tags real quickly. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we got number 1. Okay, so what we're going to do right here is we're going to go over here and let's go to this tool right up here. Can you guys see where my cursor is right up here? This is tag by category. Let's go up here. So click on tag by category, and we're going to click on this door, and this door, and this door, and this door. So just click on each of those, and then click on the window like that. So you're going to click on each one of those, and it's going to give you a tag. Now the tag is actually not the correct number, so we're going to correct the numbering right here. We're going to go into here. Now to correct this one right up here, I'm going to click on it. And that's got to be number 1. And then I'm going to get rid of the little leader. You can go ahead and uncheck the leader here to get rid of it. And then I can move this into a proper location, which I'll just go ahead and put right there. So let's go ahead and drop that there. All right, so that's number 1. And then I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. This is number 2. So I click right on it, and I can change the number. That's number 2. I can uncheck this right up here, get rid of the leader, and it's going to drag this down into position like that right there. And then this one right here, this one is number 3. So I'll click right on this and make that number 3. And I'm going to get rid of the leader here by unchecking it right there. And I'm going to take this and move this over like that. And we'll do this one here too. So to change this one, we click right on it, change that to 4. And I'm just using the plans that are on the sheet here. Uncheck the leader.
And I'll move this over like that. That go okay, guys? That makes sense? Okay. Okay, so when we got, and then this one down here, this is number 1, and we can click on this and just remove the leader by clicking there. So that is what we do there. Okay, how we doing there? Got that, Nicole?
Yep.
Okay, David, you got that? All right, let's save this. You guys are doing great. Right now, next thing we're gonna do is that is done. First floor done. If you want to see something kind of cool here, if you go down here, you can put it on realistic. And when you put it on realistic, which is the view control right here, it shows you this with actually some shading, which actually kind of really adds to the realism, which is great. So we've got that. All right, gonna put this back to hidden line. So now we're gonna go to level 2. And we go to level 2, we're gonna put in a second floor. So go to level 2. Now level 2 looks like this. Okay, and we're gonna go to architecture, and we're gonna put in a floor here. So this is where we go here. We're on level 2 right now, and we went to the project browser. You got that, David? Okay there? Okay. Let's go over here, and this is your floor here. Look here. I'm going to go to floor. I'm going to choose architectural, and I'm going to choose the floor down here that is actually wood joist, wood finish right here. And now for this one, this is the one I'm going to click on the inside of the walls here. So inside wall, inside wall, inside wall, and inside wall. Once I've done that, I click the green check mark, and it says the floor roof overlaps the highlighted walls. Would you like to join geometry and cut the overlapping volume out of the walls? The answer is yes. So when you do that, it looks like that. And if you take a look at it at 3D again, it looks like this. So now we have a floor, second floor in place. Now that would be for storage, okay? And we're going to actually put in next, we're actually going to put in an attic stair to actually kind of go down, which is actually kind of cool here. That work okay there, David? No?
I think so.
Getting there? Does it, when you go to 3D, does it look like this?
It's like kind of like that, but it's weird about.
All right. Click, oh, if it's clear, click off of it. So it's not selected anymore. Click, good to go? Okay. Yeah, by the way, if you're seeing what you just saw there, when it's clear, it's transparent, that means you got it selected, which is actually kind of cool because you want to do that sometimes. But if you don't want it on anymore, just click anywhere on one space off of it and it won't be selected anymore. Okay, so you guys are doing great. And so now the next thing we're going to do right now is we've done this. And so this is all looking pretty good. Now, the next thing we want to do is we've got that in position. And let's see here. Yes, I think the next thing, now that we've done that, is going to be the, take a look here. The attic stairs. We're going to put in the attic stairs now. So to do this, let's go back to level 2. Let's go to level 2 here. Now, when we go to level 2, it looks like this, and we're going to put in the attic stairs. So to do this, you're going to do this. Go up here and click right here on component. Click right here on component, and you're going to see that you've got the attic stairs that are right there. Attic stairs are attached right there. So we're going to drag our cursor right here, and can you guys see the attic stairs right there? Okay, you're going to take them and drop them somewhere right around here. Just drop them right in position, and we're going to leave them right there. We're going to position them later. But for right now, click the modify arrow to get rid of it. So we have just placed stairs in here. Now, to rotate them, you can't rotate them from this floor. We have to go down to the first floor. So go to level 1, and we're going to go find the stairs here. And let's see what we got here. Level 1, level 2. That's interesting. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Yeah, is that the right one? Hang on a minute here. No, this is the one. Okay, this is the one right here. So what I want to do is I want to click on those stairs, and I'm going to rotate them. To rotate them, just press your space bar. You press your space bar, it's going to rotate those like that. And then when you have that, we'll hit them. We hit it twice like that. I think that's how I want it to look. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to click modify and go to 3D. And when I go to 3D, I now have my got the stairs there. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. And there they are. Actually, I want to go the other direction. They could go either way, but I'm just going to go here to level 1, and I'm going to rotate that so it's the other direction like that. And I'm just going to move it over a little bit. Okay, just to kind of give us something to look at. And then when you look at it in 3D, you're going to see that it looks like this. When you look in through the window here, it's going to show you that you have your stairwell right there. Okay, you got them right there. And it could go that direction, could go the other way, but we'll just go ahead and leave them like that. Okay, did that work for you guys? Okay, so now the attic stairs. Now, let me kind of point something out there. When you put in attic stairs are something that I had to look around for. It didn't come automatically with Revit, but I found it and I put it in there and it's working great. So now there's a little stair here to access this. Okay, let's save it. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on the roof. Okay, so to put on the roof, we're going to go to level 2. Well, level 2, we're going to put the roof right on here. So these are the steps we're going to use to put on the roof. Let's go over here and we're going to go and choose roof by footprint right here. Go to roof by footprint. And what's going to happen is by default, you're going to notice this says define slope. This says 1'3". So what we're going to do is we're going to touch the top of this right up here. We're going to click on that and it's going to give you that magenta line. We're going to do the same thing down here. So it's got those. Now, the right and the left, they don't need a slope. So we're going to go over here. We're going to uncheck define slope, uncheck this, and then we're going to click on the left, and then we're going to click on the right. We're going to do that. Now, once you've got that, you're going to click on your green check mark, and it's going to say, would you like the highlighted walls? Would you like to attach them? The answer is yes, attach. So you attach those, then and take a look at it in 3D. And we take a look at it in 3D, bada boom, bada bing, looks like that. You guys got that? Nicole, that work okay? Okay, work okay, Con? All right, now, at this point, with the roof still selected, if it's not selected, click on it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make that a wood rafter 8-inch asphalt shingle insulated roof. We'll click on that, and it looks like that there. All right, you guys are killing it. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a window right here. Okay, so to do that, we go back to level 2, and it's going to go right here. It's going to go right in this area here. Now that is it's the window that's number 2, and that is going to be double hung with trim 36 by 48. So we're going to go over here and go to window, and we're going to go look for this one. Double hung with trim 36. It's actually right down here in most recently used types. Double hung with trim 36 by 48. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it here. Now notice that as I go here, it's going to basically give me the midway point. Now notice that when I get to this point right here, it tells me it's 10 foot, 10.5 on each side. That's perfect. So once I've got that, I click and it's going to drop it in exactly the right position. I click on modify, take a look at it in 3D, and now look at that. I got my window in place. How we doing, guys? We're looking good so far? That working okay there, David? Got that? Okay. Save your work. Now, one more thing we need to do here. When you now I'm going to talk a little bit about construction technology, okay? When you're working with a slab, very often a slab is going to be about however thick it is. In this case, it's a 1 foot thick slab. But very often what will happen is around the perimeter, there will actually be a deeper trench around to actually stabilize it. So, and that's actually known as a slab edge. So we're going to put a slab edge around the perimeter, okay? It actually goes in really easy. So watch this. This is kind of cool. So to put in the slab edge, I'm going to leave it in this 3D view. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over here to structure, which is right here. Go to the structure tab. And this is my I'm going to go to this drop down here, slab, and I'm going to choose slab edge right here. So I go to slab edge. Now watch this. This is kind of cool here. I'm going to touch this right here, and boom, it puts, look at that. Look at that little tooth that came down. See that? That slab edge came down? That work for you guys? And now I'm going to do it for this side, and it gives me that slab edge. And then I'm going to go ahead and rotate it around and put it here, rotate it around to this side, and put it there. Now when I've got it there, I'm going to click the modify arrow, and then when I rotate this and look underneath it, look at that. You now have that slab edge on it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so that's actually kind of a big deal. And for your building projects that you might be interested in doing, Nicole, that's something you may be looking at, honestly. If you're gonna be doing slabs right there, that's something that's commonly done. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Wouldn't that just be a footer?
That's what I was.
What's that now?
Wouldn't that just, that's just a footer?
It's a footer. Okay, it's actually a footer, and in some soils you'd actually use this. It's essentially a footer, but it's actually Revit calls it a slab edge essentially. You could also do footers that are different. In this particular case, they're technically different because footers typically, well, I guess I shouldn't say typically. What is the difference? Well, a footer is generally going to be not for a slab. Usually it's not going to be for slab. But the slab edge is designed specifically for a slab. I guess that's the best answer I got, you know. Okay. All right, guys are doing well, and I'm going to try to keep true to what I said as far as getting us out at a reasonable time. So we're going to save this. Now, at this point, that is essentially built. That's the custom garage project. Now, in addition to this, you could also put in things such as the gutters and some other things like that. But those are things that you'd want to put together there. So now at this point, we have just completed that. That's the second floor. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to put together our sheets. When you're working, now this right here is a simplified set of construction documents. That's what we have right here. So what we're going to do right now, I've set this up already. So what we're going to do a couple things right now. And let me just look at one thing, because one thing I want to do here is I want to create a snapshot of this here. Let me see how I do that real quick. Render view, let's see. A couple different ways to do this. I know there's a way to do this really easily. Do a 3D view. Yeah, I think I can save this as a 3D view, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's go here and okay. Let me just do one quick thing here. I'm just gonna do this is I'm just gonna do this real quickly here because I forgot how to do this. Cancel that. I'm gonna go ahead and say create an image. Screen. A couple different ways to do this. Okay, that's okay. We can do it this way. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is take this right now and just kind of adjust it so it's kind of at an angle like this. And what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna save this view right now. So down here, over here under your 3D views, we're gonna save this view. And let me get this out of the way so I can see it. Okay. Let me do that. Let me put up here. Or I'll put it over here. All right, so I'm going to go here, and I got these 3D views. You see this where it says 3D views? Can you guys see that? Click the plus sign there. Can you see that, you guys? All right, we're going to change this name. We're going to click on this right here, and we're going to right click on it, and we're going to go to rename, and we're just going to call this we're just going to call it just call it cover sheet. Cover sheet image. Like that. So that's our cover sheet image. So that's 3D. So at that point, we're going to leave that alone. And then if we go to 3D again, okay, so the cover sheet image is actually set up for us right here. So we got that right there. Okay. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over here and just remember that that's there. We're going to pull that out in a second here. So let's go down here, scroll down your project browser, and you're going to see down here in your project browser, there is a category called Sheets. Click the plus sign to the left of Sheets, and we're going to go here to the cover sheet. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to double click on cover sheet, and this pops up. Okay, do you guys see this right now? This custom garage? Nope. It's over here in your Sheets, and you want to click the plus sign, and then you want to open up this cover sheet down here. See it? Okay. So again, it's let me go ahead and do this again. I realize that's a lot of minutia here. Okay, all right, can you guys see this now, right now, sheets? Okay, you got that there now, Colin?
Yep.
David, you got that?
Yeah, then go to which one?
Okay,
A0 or-
A0, yep, double click on A0 and it should look like this, custom garage. Okay, now what we're gonna do is when you're working in Revit, the whole goal is to get your views onto sheets, which we're gonna do right now. We just saved that 3D view, called a cover sheet image. We're gonna pull that 3D view on here. So over here in our 3D views, I'm gonna grab cover sheet image. I'm just gonna drag it over here. And just drag it right there. Boom, done. And so you're able to do it that easily. So that's now in position. Okay, see that? That work there, David?
Yep.
Okay, so we've just completed our cover sheet. All right, it's that easy. There's also a lot of different ways. Now, typically what people do is they render something. They do a really nice high-end rendering, and then they use that. But this will do for right now. I'll try to get you guys into rendering maybe a little bit later. Okay, now next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to the next sheet. The next sheet down here is first floor plan. Let's go there. So go to the first floor plan, and there's nothing there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the sheet out there. So to do this, we grab the level 1 floor plan. We're going to take and just drag it right over here, and then just drop it pretty much in position like this. And it's going to look like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and it should look like that. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to resize that real quickly because it's got too much room around it. So let's go back to level 1 and we're going to reposition a little bit. Go to level 1. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to do this right now. We're going to do a couple of changes. First of all, we're going to go down to here. Look at my cursor right down here. There is a thing called the crop region. I'm putting my cursor on top of it. And if you click on it, it shows you this rectangle. And what we want to do is we want to grab that crop region and just pull it in as tight as we can to the building. And over here, it actually needs to kind of move over this way a little bit. So let me grab that. I'm going to pull that out a little bit. So that's the crop region right there. It's going to kind of work like that. And that's what that should look like. And then I'm going to go back to the first floor plan like this. And it doesn't quite fit, but I can get it to fit by clicking right on it. And I'm just going to kind of drag it into position like this. Drag it over a little bit till it looks kind of like that. Okay, you're just going to kind of reposition as best you can. So there's a little bit of finagling around, but we can do that. Now, one other thing that I need to do here is I need to turn off these elevation markers. So I'm going to go back to my level 1. And I do not, level 1, and I do not need to see these. I don't need to see these markers right here. So to hide these, click on one of these elevation markers and type in VH. That's for visibility hide. That's going to hide those. So type in VH, that'll get rid of those. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to turn off the crop region. This turns the crop region on. That turns it off. This is the tool right down here. It's right down here. You might have to stand up and take a look at it, but it looks like a light bulb over 2 right angles. That's what the crop region looks like right there. So you want to turn it off right now. Okay, then we'll go back over here to the first floor plan. It should look something like this. And then this title at the bottom, we can take and drag that title right up onto the sheet like this. And we'll leave that there. And it's kind of overlapping. So to fix that, we click on the edge here and we can pull that over a little bit of dinking around there. But this thing can actually be adjusted. Okay, down here, this is the title. And to fix that, see when I put my cursor over here, this is like the edge of the viewport. I'm going to click on the edge of that viewport, and then I see this circle, and I'm able to go ahead and position it like that. So when you're done, the first floor should look like that. So we're just going to work with that, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes to work with that, and let me know if that's giving you some headaches. But go ahead and try and get that in there. That's not working so good? Okay. Okay, super good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, click right on it. Yep. Just click right on it and drag it down. Okay, pull it right up there.
Good, that was good. And then, go back to level one. Level one, and let's go ahead and make that hidden line right here. So, yep, right there. And maybe a bit more. Good, and go back to your A1 first floor plan. That's good. And then, okay, go back to level one here. I'll click on that and turn off the crop region. The crop region is yes. Click on that. Okay, click on it again. So you're good. Go back to the A1 first floor plan. And yeah, you're good. Looks good. Looks good, looks good. Okay, all right. Got that, Nicole? Okay, good. So save that. And what I'm gonna do right here is I'm just gonna take this attic stairs notation, and I'm just gonna click on it and just use my arrow keys. So it is actually pointing to the attic stairs because they're probably not gonna be in the right position. So you click right on that little tag, that little text, and you use your arrow keys to move it, and that'll point to that. So you're good to go there. Okay, that sheet is done. Cover sheet's done. First floor plan's done. Now we're gonna go to second floor plan. Now, second floor plan is here. There's nothing there. So we're going to drag the second floor over there. We'll go to level 2, drag this over, and boom, that should fit in pretty much like that, no problem. Level 2 should not be an issue. Did that go in okay? Level 2 went okay? Okay, Colin, that work okay? Nicole, David? Okay, good. Done. That's 3. Now we're going to go to our elevations. A3 is elevations. Now, here's our elevations. We might have to do a little bit of finagling with this, but not too much. All right, so now we're going to do this. We're going to put in our elevations. So now our elevations were already created. So we're going to go here to our elevations in our project browser, click the plus sign here. I got east, north, south, and west. I'm going to click on east. I'm going to drag it right up to here and drop it right there. Should look something like that. That going okay for you guys? Yeah, and then you're going to go to north, and north is going to go right up here. And you're going to notice that it tries to keep them aligned. You want to do that. And then we'll go to south. We'll drag this one down here. And we'll grab west. And we'll drag this one over here. Like that. And it should look something like that when you're all done. Now, at this point, if you need to, you can click on these little titles and pull them so that they're aligned. But that's what the sheet should look like. Got it there, Zach? Good. Good. Colin, how's that working?
Yep.
Okay, David working? Good. You guys are killing it. Nicole, nicely done. Okay, now I'm not even going to dink with this. If anyone wants to kind of correct this a little bit, you can, but for right now, as long as it looks basic like that, you're good to go. If they're kind of like messy, let me know and I'll help you clean them up. But for right now, we'll just leave that. So that looks good. Looks really good there. Okay, now, next sheet is going to be foundation plan. So go to foundation plan, and for this one, we're going to go to our floor plan and pull in our footing right here. Under floor plans, we're going to pull in the footing. We're going to drop this just like that. And that's all the footing is. The footing is just like that. There's not too much with it at all. So we're just going to drop that in there. That's all we're going to do for right now. Because the footing is just a slab, so there's not much going on there. If this was actually a bit in reality, I'd put more detail in it, but that's all we're going to do for this one. Now the wall section, we're not going to do the wall section for this one. We will do it in the next project, but we're not going to do it here. Let's go to schedules, A6 schedules. Now schedules is the last sheet, and there's a couple schedules here. You'll notice that over here there's actually a category called schedules. You've got door schedule right here. So we're just going to take the door schedule and just drag it right up to here. We'll drop it like that. And then we'll grab the window schedule. We'll drag it over here and drop it like that. And that is how we would put this together. That is a wrap. That's what I want to complete tonight. We actually did better than I thought we would. So that is how that actually works. Now, everything we're looking at right here
is going to be foundational. We're going to be using these same concepts when we do the final project, which is going to be the Winthrop project. Because we've got, right now at this point, we've got, there's this week, there's next week, then we have the 23rd is Thanksgiving, so we don't meet. The 30th is actually going to be the week after Thanksgiving. And then we have the 7th or the 6th, I guess. No, 7th. What is it now? So the 30th. And then what would that be? 30 days, September. Okay, yeah, 30. Okay, so then you got the 7th. We're going to have our second to last class and then the other. So on the 30th, and yeah, so that's going to be it. So the last class we're actually going to be doing any kind of instruction will be on the 7th. The 14th, we hand everything in. You guys come in on the 14th. That's when we're going to have the last thing that we have. It's the final, and the final is just a review. It'll take you about a half an hour. It's going to be a simple Revit project. That's all it's going to be. You'll all get 100 on it. That's not a big deal. So that is what we have right there. So what we're going to do right now, make sure you save this. And you want to make sure you save it with the proper naming convention. Let me just make sure you guys see this. We're going to save it as project. And if you're saving as a template, don't worry about it. But we're going to call it custom garage plan with a dash in your name. Make it capitalized. Custom garage plan dash your last name. And that's all we're going to do with this one right here. So that's what we're going to do here. So now, once you've got that, I would recommend highly that you copy that over to your S drive so you do not lose it. So if you need help doing that, go ahead. Other than that, I would submit this right now if you feel good about it. I've looked at them. I think you guys are pretty good. So you can go ahead and submit it. And that is all we're doing for tonight. So that's it. So that is all we're going to do. And if you guys want to stick around and do some other work, you can. Other than that, I will, that's all else we're going to do. So next week, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our final project. So that's going to be, yes, we're going to be working on that. Make sure I got yeah, I think I got that right. So next week is going to be, today is the 9th. Next week is the 16th, 30th and 7th. Yeah, that's right. 16th, 30th and 7th. So we got 3 more weeks to work on the final, and then the 14th is our final review. So that's what we have right there. Okay, so go ahead and put that together, save it, make sure that it is as you want it to be, and then you're going to submit it to Brightspace. Go ahead and submit it to Brightspace as you have done the others. This one is worth 100 points. That will help, and that is what we have there. So if you need to do anything else to it, go ahead and look over it and make sure you feel good about it before you turn it in. Other than that, that's all we're going to be doing for tonight. So take this with you just so you have it, just for review. Take your construction documents with you. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I think that's all we're going to cover for right now. All right. You guys got that submitted then?
Yeah.
Got good to go? Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? So,
Was that?
like, probably doing, like, pretty good about it, so.
Okay, all right,
Probably just,
all right.
yeah,
If you, yeah, so,
kind of
okay,
hanging out.
well, stick with it, you know, and the thing is, if you think you can do it, so this is it now, the thing is, you got all the work that you haven't done right now. So if you want to work on that right now, you can, I know that your schedule may not permit it, but you gotta do it sometime.
Yeah.
So I don't want to stick around here and work and just sit here, you gotta do some, that's fine. Also, we've got the, you can do the work at home, you also got the lab right here. Okay? So this will help right here. The final project worth 150, so we got that. And the other projects that we have right there, they're actually easier than this, okay?
Okay, so.
So yeah, you can do it, you can do it. And so if you have any questions about it, I sent you everything to you right now.
Okay.
So just kind of go over it, but this one is actually one of the tougher ones. And the other things are actually going to be, you know, the first couple are just like,
Yeah.
essentially, they're freestyle. You really can't get it wrong. So, yeah, so just put the
I'm
time.
working on the other one, so.
All right.
Great.
Make sure you get them in. And then I think you had a couple CAD plans that were missing too.
Yeah.
So check into those too as well, right? All right. All right, good. All right.
Thank you.
Sure. All right. Did you guys save it to your S drive? Yep. Okay, make sure you save it to your S drive and we'll take it from there. Yeah, next week we'll probably sticking around, probably a little bit longer. But the thing is,
Yeah, with this class right here, I've learned that the brain can only absorb what the seat can endure, and so, that we're gonna let it go there, but we start next week on the, residential class, we'll take it from there. All right, have a good night, everybody. Yep. And I'm gonna make this, video available to you guys too, so,
Like on your YouTube, this all goes to your YouTube.
yeah. Yeah, it's been yeah, it's been pretty, it's been getting, I've been definitely getting some activity. I gotta get smarter with it. I actually gotta kind of get it out there and put some more stuff out there, but it is what it is.
There you go.
All right,
See you guys next week.
all right, see you next time.
Do you have a stapler?
You know, I don't think there's a stapler in this room. Let's see here. Oh, there is one right here. Yep, there is. Hopefully there's staples in it.
Yeah.
If not, believe it or not, there's actually staples in this room.
Oh, look at that.
You need them?
Oh,
Okay, good to go. That never happens, so that's good, yeah. All right, so let's see here. So if I stop this one, I think I can. All right. Yeah,
Thank you.
all right.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, you too, man, thanks. All right, see ya.
Yeah.
Yep.